Well, we still got a little bit of time.
All right.
So we'll cover one last thing and we'll call it a night.
Okay, cool.
Something near and dear to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Pornography.
Love it. I mean, that's terrible.
Right. Porn's two biggest male stars stand accused of serial sexual assault. Where's the outrage?
Serial sexual assault?
Yeah, two porn stars. Male porn stars.
All right, this might be the most tragic story ever. If two porn stars have to go offset to get more sex? Are you kidding me? All right, go ahead.
Numerous women have accused adult icons Ron Jeremy and James Deen, that is Deen,
okay,
of sexual assault. Their voices have not been heard loudly enough.
Jeez.
Don't be that girl, she scolded herself silently. Just go with it. Lavished with attention and told how beautiful she was, a part of her felt lucky to have his attention. And yet, as his hands explored her body without her permission, she went rigid. This was a man she had admired, a successful, intelligent man she wanted to work with and be mentored by. As he kissed her lips, she held perfectly still. With her lack of response, it did not deter him. Neither did her silence.
Wait a minute, was this on the set?
Well, it doesn't say yet.
All right.
When he bent her over the desk in his office, taking her from behind, Sarah struggled with how to say no and how to verbalize her feelings without hurting his.
Okay.
She couldn't. It's been 5 years since the incident, and Sarah still won't call it rape. But the waver in her voice when she discusses the sexual assault allegations against Harvey Weinstein tells me it still hurts. Sarah still works with the same architectural firm and won't risk her career to out the man who sexually assaulted her. He's not famous like Harvey Weinstein, so no one cares, she said. As dozens of actresses have come forward to share their traumatic encounters with movie mogul Harvey Weinstein, it's crucial to understand the importance. These women are speaking up in a sisterhood, and the public is listening, not because of who he is, but because they can relate. If it hasn't happened to you, then it's someone you know. According to Rape Abuse Incest National Network, that is RAINN, every 98 seconds an American is sexually assaulted, and 1 out of every 6 women in the United States has been a victim of an attempt or a completed rape. Victims of sexual assault will carry those invisible scars for a lifetime. It's the deep, dark secret some will never share. Every woman that has courageously come forward with a Me Too hashtag has increased the visibility, showing us just how prevalent this issue is. Social media has given power back to the people with an instant feedback loop that keeps the conversation alive. You don't have to be famous to have a voice when our voices unite and they are heard. When webcam model Ginger Banks has begun using her social media platform to create the difference she wants to see, not just in adult entertainment but beyond, she started right at the top, bringing the attention to the notorious alleged behavior of porn's legendary hedgehog Ron Jeremy.
Okay.
Discussing the sexual assault allegations against Ron Jeremy online and forums was eye-opening for Banks, who has recently been considering the move from webcam model to professional porn. I started posting on industry-only forums, and producers and industry people were telling me to get used to it. That's just what happens in porn, says Banks. When people are telling me I should expect to be sexually assaulted at my job, that's something I'm not going to stand for. The normalization of it is what disgusts me. So, who would have thought that there's sexual assault in porn?
I find it hard to believe that, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I find it hard to believe that Ron Jeremy would not get enough. I mean, the guy's been in, 3 billion films?
Yeah.
I mean, how much more pussy can this guy need?
Well, it's either that or, when say like he's shooting a scene or was about to shoot a scene, and he acted the part or, told her what he was going to do in very blatant terms. Maybe that's considered sexual assault. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, when you're dealing with an industry that deals with sexual assault or portrays it or acts it out or whatever, it's just like, how do you tell the difference between real and, fake?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That's just a really weird thing. Motivated to shed light on the allegations against Jeremy that somehow slid under the media's radar. Is the media going to care about that? I mean, is Ron Jeremy even still an active porn star?
I don't know. I don't know if he still does porn or if it's just, because I know he does appearances all the time.
Yeah, but that's only due to his legendary status. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he still does porn or not. I mean, none of the porn I watch.
Okay. Banks made a 10-minute video presentation with collected tweets, articles, and commentary. Her goal, she says, was to offer evidence in one easy-to-find place and then allow people to decide for themselves. Seeing that Ron Jeremy was hired to host the annual Webcam Awards. They have an award ceremony for this?
The Webcam Awards.
The Webcam Awards. For a company she spent the last 8 years working with, was the last straw for her. She messaged the company and was public about her opinions. I tweeted that. See, again, nobody ever deals with anybody direct anymore.
No.
It's all tweeting and it's all Facebooking, and I don't deal with this person or speak to them face to face. I tweeted this out. And then,
I will not be seen at the same award show with Ron Jeremy.
And then they tweeted back. Yeah, and then they tweeted back, and I tweeted out, and they tweeted me.
Yeah, and then Ron hit me back with, hey, what's up with that?
Yeah.
I told him via a tweet,
then
LOL, you're busted.
Yeah, and then he private messaged me.
Yeah, he DM'd me.
Yeah. Boy, this stupid.
Dumb.
Yeah, I tweeted that out.
Yeah, I told him through tweets.
Yeah, I was disgusted.
Yeah, terrible.
So I took to Twitter.
Yeah, showed him.
Yeah.
My Twitterific app was on overdrive tonight.
Right. So she messaged the company and was public about her opinions. I tweeted that I had a problem with a known groper presenting an award. Mm-hmm. Banks then messaged the cam company in a direct message.
See, she DM'd him.
To her, they agreed not to work with Jeremy in light of the allegations, as well as the convention Jeremy was set to appear at. Banks urges performers to use their collective power, saying, we need to stop supporting people that don't support us as performers. When you go to see these people and the show and buy tickets based on whether or not you'll be there.
Who do you think the people would rather see at this fucking webcam award? This chick or Ron Jeremy?
Ron Jeremy. He's a legend.
Of course.
Yeah.
What kind of company? Oh, you tweeted something at me. He's off the bill.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Banks
I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying that's awful quick trigger pull.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted something and you're so afraid that you just fucking pull the trigger on the guy?
Yeah, right.
It's lame.
Yeah. Banks described some of the videos she saw online in which fans will follow Jeremy around a convention just to catch him groping people. A behavior that Banks says pisses me off when it gets excused.
Well, I mean, we've seen him coming out of. We saw the picture of him.
I know, but this whole groping people. I mean, what's considered a grope?
Well, and part of it too, don't you think that a lot of chicks that take pictures with him have him grab their ass or
Yeah,
his
of course.
or their tits or something?
Yeah, here, there's Ron Jeremy. Here, put your hand on my tit.
Yeah, grab my tit or fucking, you know, dude. It's like everything now is just a fucking thing.
It's a witch. Everything is a witch hunt now.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I have a photo of Stephanie with Michael Starr of Steel Panther grabbing tits.
Right.
If I posted that somewhere and DM'd it to somebody, could I get fucking Steel Panther shows canceled?
Probably. Look at Michael Starr was grabbing this girl's tits uninvited. He just did it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it was sort of uninvited because I'm the one that said, just grab her tits. And he did.
But she didn't stop him either, right?
Oh, she thought it was funny.
Well, see, there you go.
But she might, maybe now today, maybe she doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, but again, everything is just subjective now.
It's just nuts. It's crazy thinking that you know, that just comes into my head immediately that if, let's just say that Steph wasn't Steph, that she's just somebody that was a little more vindictive, and Steel Panther came to town and didn't give her a pass or something. She could literally take that photo and fuck that guy's career now.
Of course.
And she let it happen in the first fucking place.
Yep. But the women are always the victim.
Yeah, just so bullshit.
I know.
Crazy.
Let's see here. What is it? Yeah, so she said, it pisses me off when it gets excused. She cites the Twitter testimony of a popular cam model who goes by Miss Lollipop, who wrote last year, not my first, but at my first adult convention, posing for a photo with Ron Jeremy, he slips his finger under my panties and into my vagina.
I mean, that's terrible.
Where was she where this guy could just slip his hand into her panties?
Well, a lot of times at those conventions, that's all they're wearing.
I guess. Several other models replied to her tweet with their own Jeremy horror stories.
Mm-hmm.
Though Banks has only met Jeremy once in 2015 at an adult expo, tweets from women she admired, fellow cam models, who said they'd also met Jeremy, caught her attention, particularly the allegations that he'd groped them. One woman... Now, go ahead.
Being honest, is it that much of a stretch to think that Ron Jeremy might be a creep?
No.
It's not a stretch.
Not at all.
I mean, I'm not saying it happened or it didn't. I'm just saying that it's not a stretch to think that he could be a creep.
Sure. A one-woman crusade, Banks said she took it upon herself to contact fellow models the adult exposes, and the companies sponsoring the shows to ask them all why they support a convention that supported Jeremy when he exhibits this type of behavior.
Because he hasn't been charged with anything.
Right. I was shocked.
And outraged and horrified.
When Exotica said he wouldn't be there, said Banks. It also made me feel really good, that a direct result of what I was trying to accomplish.
Well, that's good.
Speaking to the Daily Beast, Jeremy seems confused about why Banks has chosen to target him on social media. So she admits she doesn't know me, but I've groped her friends, said Jeremy. You've worked with me in the past and you didn't have a problem with me, right? I acknowledged that we'd work together on a set without issue. I'm older, chunkier, hairier, but there are women out there that still want to see me. A lot of women that come out to see me want me to sign a boob, says Jeremy. If I ever grabbed a girl against her will, I'd have a face like a panda bear. If I did something against someone's will, I'd have been punched in the face by now. He adds that the girls who are claiming I put my fingers up, I don't know that story. I don't think that happened. Maybe I was massaging. I've done that. Maybe a little tap, pinch, squeeze. I've done that, but I've always asked first. as Ron Jeremy and the once untouchable media mogul Weinstein fall from greatness. I don't think Jeremy has
this is on the same level here. A fucking Twitter war versus Harvey Weinstein losing his company.
No.
I think there's two different things here.
Their fall from greatness. Ashley fires demands to know why the man she said almost raped me isn't facing a harder sentence with the adult industry.
How about if you file some charges and find him guilty? Then you'd see it, you dumb cunt.
Right.
Jeez.
They're not guilty just because you said they did something.
Yeah, file charges, get it investigated, and get him guilty.
Well, I said he did this, and so he's guilty.
No, he's not. I would assure you, 100% with 100% assuredness, that if she got a legal case and found Ron Jeremy guilty of sexual assault, he would never, ever be invited to anything again.
That's true.
Because Lord knows, more than anything else, more than any other industry, the porn industry is by far the most susceptible to sexual assault. It will kill them to have one of their biggest, it would kill the whole industry. There would be legislation so fast against the porn industry if their stars were being found guilty of sexual assault, because the line is so blurry.
Right.
You know, I mean, more than even the Hollywood thing. Don't you think that if Ron Jeremy was truly found guilty of sexual assault, there would be legislation that afternoon on some desk about fucking porn and restructuring how porn works and everything? Don't you think that would be
there'd be some kind of oversight and all this other bullshit.
It would be immediate, man. There would be no waiting for that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. She continues on. In the wake of recent actions against Weinstein, Ailes, O'Reilly, Jeremy, why is James Deen still granted shade to abuse women? Because nobody's complained. Nobody's filed charges.
Yeah, he hasn't been found guilty.
Yeah. Fires is one of almost a dozen women who have accused porn star James Deen of sexual assault, including her former partners, the influential adult actress Stoya and Joanna Angel. In an essay first published at the Daily Beast, a former porn star, Tori Lux, claimed she was ruthlessly attacked and degraded by Deen.
Well, I'm claiming that she attacked me.
Yeah. Well,
how's there any difference there?
Yeah. While porn star Amber Rain described her horrifying experience shooting a scene with Deen in graphic detail. Mm-hmm. Well, I said that, and so it must have happened.
Yeah, well, it's like if I say it, does that make it have happened? You got to prove it in court.
Right. We were in a pile driver. He was fucking me in the ass, and I said something like, yeah, fuck me like that, you son of a bitch. His face twisted, and he came down on my face 2 times, close-fisted. I was punched in the face while he was still in my ass, and then he started going crazy on my butt. Brutally fucking it.
Wow.
He starts shoving his things in to the point where he ripped it and I bled everywhere. There was so much blood I couldn't finish the scene.
Oh my God.
In late 2016, just 1 year after the numerous sexual assault allegations against Deen surfaced, he received 33 XBIZ nominations between him and his company, and was allowed to grace the same ceremony as his first accuser, Stoya, who was hosting the event.
And who, again, didn't file charges.
Nope. With girlfriend Chanel Preston, head of porn's de facto safety union, by his side, Deen walked the red carpet of the XBIZ and AVN Awards, smiling and posing as if it were business as usual. Well, it probably was.
Yeah, because he had no charges against him.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking that it was a problem.
What's worse, the XBIZ Awards were hosted by Stoya, Deen's ex-girlfriend, who was the first of several women to accuse him of sexual assault. So he's there, on the red carpet or making an appearance, and this chick's right by his side, and he supposedly assaulted her, but yet she shows up, he shows up, everything's cool, nobody says a word.
Right. Yeah, seems normal.
Yeah. Stoya was locked into an ironclad contract to host the ceremony and was forced to endure the indignity of facing down her alleged attacker in a public forum, surrounded by friends and colleagues.
You didn't file charges.
Nope.
So therefore, there's no reason for him not to show up there.
Sure.
That's what happens when you file the charges.
Right.
Jeez.
The nominations and the award appearances left many in the adult industry scratching their heads. Really? It made them scratch their heads?
Really?
I feel like it's all been swept under the rug. It's back to normal for James Deen. Adult actress director Tanya Tate told me, although he didn't go to trial and he's not being charged, there were numerous allegations, and it's just not one person. There's no smoke without fire.
There could be.
Yeah, he wasn't.
If he has money and they don't, there absolutely could be smoke with no fire.
Right. Deen has maintained his innocence, telling the Daily Beast last year, "I'm James Deen forever. That's why I didn't pursue any defamation charges," he said. "Every attorney I spoke to said it was the sex worker's curse. There's no way to get a jury of your peers or people that will understand. I feel like the media didn't do their due diligence and distorts the facts. How can I say to a jury these stories about rough, crazy sex hurt my career? They just look at me. They'd just look at some of my scenes." Multiple sources have informed the Daily Beast that Deen recently entered into a financial settlement with porn actress Holly Hendricks over a shoot that allegedly turned violent. Hendricks, however, could not confirm the details of the settlement. Deen claims there is no truth to this, telling the Daily Beast, "Me settling with anyone is completely untrue. There was never even a suit to settle."
So we don't know.
No, nobody knows.
Yeah. So until he's tried for something, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Put up or shut up. File charges or shut the fuck up.
Well, again, it would be just like, anyone saying, well, Chris Aiken did this or that, so you shouldn't allow him on your show.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do say that to you, don't they?
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. It's just like you're out there promoting your Motley book right now and all that. Sure. Well, maybe you talk bad to, I don't know, somebody. I don't know. Just
right.
And so that person is stirring up the, kicking up sand, right. and know, hey, I'm gonna be on Bill Peters' Metal on Metal show. Mm-hmm. And then this person calling up Bill Peters or WJCU or saying, you shouldn't let Chris Aiken on there because he did this to me.
Right.
Like, did he get arrested? No. Is there charges on him? No.
Right.
And who are you again? He said mean things to me, and you shouldn't let him on the show. And then you're on the show and you promote their book. Then she's out there on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Metal on Metal let Chris Aiken on the show after he assaulted me.
Yeah, he's bad. Don't give anybody any ideas.
No, but that's but that's the same thing.
I know it's ridiculous.
Well, he shouldn't have been allowed because I said he did this, so therefore it must be true.
Yeah, I have no proof, but other than that, I said it was bad, so it must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you. Prove it or shut up.
That's it, pal.
Yep. All right, let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go. No extra hour. Fuck them people.
Yeah, really. All right. Is tonight the time the clocks go back?
The clocks have gone back.
Oh, that sucks. That's why I was looking at my computer. It says 1:02, and my normal clock says 2 o'clock.
Yeah, no, the clocks have fallen back.
I didn't even realize this was the weekend for that.
Yep.
Wow. That sucks.
That's good, though. Fall back is good, right?
I hate it.
Why do you hate that?
Because it's dark when I get out of work.
Oh. Well, I just like it because I get an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, but that's just for one day.
I know, but I'll take that on this day.
Please.
On a Sunday, I'll take that.
Yeah, it just fucks up my whole thing.
Yeah, fucks up your equilibrium.
Yeah, I don't like it. I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but I'll take this one over the other one, where it falls forward, and we finish the show and it's fucking already almost morning.
Well, again, that's only for one day.
I know, but it always hits on Saturdays.
Yeah, I know, but now I got to deal with this until what, April?
Mm-hmm. But hasn't it been dark when you get out of work anyway?
No, I get home and it's the sun hasn't been setting until I think 5:45 or
all right,
5:50 or something. But now the sun is going to set at 4:50.
Yeah. No, other way.
No,
if it's 5 o'clock, then it'll be. You're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah. So instead of the sun setting at almost 6 o'clock, now it sets before 5.
Right. Well, those 8 o'clock bedtimes are good.
I hate that. That sucks. I hate this time of year.
Yeah. Well, could always move to Belize or somewhere that doesn't have this.
True. Or they could just leave the clocks alone.
Well, we've been through that like a year ago, weren't we? Was that last year that we had that conversation?
Yeah.
But about the farmers and
the railroad and the farmers and the the factories and everything.
Right. And then people were up in arms with you. It wasn't about the farmers, you dumb motherfuckers.
It was about the war, and it was this, and it was that. And it's like, holy shit.
Up in arms about that. One of the most innocuous conversations in the history of the show, and people were ready to kill over that.
All upset.
Yeah.
Get it factually right, man.
Yeah, it was about the war, you dicks.
Please. All right, well, we want to thank Joe Cleon for being part of the show tonight. Go see his display, his gallery next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, I will be there on Saturday.
Actually. All right, and where is this place again?
It is called the Loft Gallery. It's at 40th and East 40th and Payne in Cleveland.
All right, so go check out Joe's display over there.
Yeah, and there's live music on Saturday, so there's no reason not to go. It's going to be fun.
All right, excellent. All right, let's get out of here. We appreciate everybody who's tuned in and been part of the show as always, and we'll be back next Saturday and do it all over again. So until next Saturday, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Agan.
And we're gone.
Bye, kids.